And then I'm just gonna, oops, I forgot my powder brush. Be right back. Where is that? See. Everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for today, we will be doing the part 2 of the ABSCBN wall series. So if you're interested, then just keep on watching. You can see I'm still in my home clothes. How do you call that? Pambahay. And then we'll be doing a Liza Soberano inspired makeup look, and I think it's really fitting because she has one of the most gorgeous faces in that ball. And then I've been wanting to recreate her makeup look for months now, so I think this is the perfect opportunity for that. So let's start. Well, I'm gonna start with my foundation first because looking at her eyeshadow look, it's not that glittery nor glamorous. I mean, it's still a glamorous look, but it's not too glittery and shimmery where there will be fallouts. So it's okay to use and do your foundation first. So I'm blending that with a beauty sponge. And just make sure to blend well because she doesn't seem to wear that much foundation. Well, she has really good skin. Most celebrities do. So just make sure to cover your problematic areas so as to have a flawless base. Next, I'm going to conceal this quite dark under eye circles with my concealer, the LA Girl one, but I'm not gonna put too much product. Remember that makeup is always less is more, because some people cake up on products. Sure, it is good looking in front of cameras, TV and such, but in real life it can just make you look cakey. So I prefer to have less product and let the beauty sponge do the job of concealing and blending. Just gonna quickly set that face with a powder, loose powder, using my Eyeshadow Final Loose Powder, just to make sure that the cream products won't budge. Of course, if you're attending an event such as the ABSCBN ball, you would want your base to be intact throughout the night. So just make sure to set it in place so that it will last you for a long while. Alright, it's time for the brows. So for her brows, she's sporting a very bushy eyebrows. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a brow pencil and just lightly define my brow shape first. I think brow pencils are great for that bushy on the natural brows because you can create definite hair brow like strokes. So to make it look more bushy, more undone, I'm just taking a brow gel and just brushing the brow hairs upward, and in this way you'll get that model-esque looking brows that's really fluffy, bushy. So I guess it's time for eyeshadows, and this is quite my favorite part. I like to play with eyeshadows. So Liza is sporting a very matte look and it involves fall colors actually, so I'm glad. And for the first step, of course, we'll be taking a transition shade with our fluffy crease brush, and I'm gonna pick this one. This is kind of like a muted orange, and I'm gonna pop that on my transition area just above the crease. The crease is where your eye socket goes, so just go above that. And make sure that you extend it toward the brow bone area, this part, because her eye look was really blown up all over her eyelids. So don't be afraid to scatter it towards the brow bone area. And I'm keeping my hand quite low at the end of the brush, just so the product can be blended seamlessly. You can use whatever motion you desire, just so you have that blown up smoky appearance to the eye. So I'm using windshield wiper motions and then going in wiggly motions or circular motions. Still with that same brush, I'm going to take this darker orange here, tap off the excess, and that's what I'm gonna place in the crease area right where your socket is, to make it look more dark in that area, so there's a bit of depth and definition to the eye look, so that it's not too flat, you know. This is quite a lazy eye makeup look because you can easily get away with using one brush and even one color. You just have to layer and intensify the colors. But in my case, I like to use different colors so as to create that very nice smoked out gradient look. Then, all over her lid, I'm just gonna take this shade right here. It's kind of like a brick brownish red, and then I'm just gonna scatter that all over my lids. And with the two transition shades earlier, I'm just gonna intensify the crease area. And that's it. Pretty simple, right? Now, it's up to you if you want to intensify the lid color, the crease color. You do you. I think I'm happy with this situation. Now, let's move on to the lower lash line. I'm just gonna squeeze my crease brush and run that color underneath my lash line, just to balance the eye look out. She seemed to have a thin line on her upper lash line, so I'm just taking a black eyeliner pencil and I'm just putting a line really close to the lash line. There. Can you see that? I'm just gonna curl my lashes and apply some mascara. She doesn't seem to have such dramatic lashes on, so I'm just gonna use her marketed mascara, the Maybelline Hyper Curl Mascara, and just coat my lashes with maybe 2 to 3 coats of this one. It's time to bronze up the face. I'm using the Rimmel waterproof bronzer in Sun Bronze, the same bronzer used in that Pia Words back look, and I'm just gonna give myself an overall bronze glow. Although it's not quite too obvious in the picture because of her hair. Her hair is like covering the perimeters of her face, framing her face nicely, by the way. But I'm assuming there's still some bit of bronzing and contouring done. Then with a more precise eyeshadow brush and a deeper bronzer, I'm gonna run that along my nose bridge area. For a little bit of color on the cheeks, I'm using that brick reddish brown shade for a blush. I do that quite a lot, using my eyeshadow as blush. I mean, it's a powder, you know, and makeup doesn't have any strict rules to follow. It's meant to be used in whatever way possible. So I'm not putting it in a drunk blush way, but rather I'm focusing it on the apples of the cheeks and then extending it outwards. To brighten up the under eyes a little bit more, and I'm taking a banana powder shade and I'm pressing that underneath my under eyes. With the Pia Words Back tutorial, I'm just gonna immerse myself with face mist and then allowing it to dry a little bit. Where is that highlighter? It was here a moment ago. Okay, so I'm still using the Essence Pure Nude, but I'm gonna use an eyeshadow brush for this. It seems as though her glow is concentrated in the middle parts of her face, so that's the tip of the nose, this part here, a little bit on her forehead, Cupid's bow, chin, her inner corners, just a little bit. That's too much. And then the tops of her cheekbones, just so it can pop. Let's also add a little bit of that on the brow bone, just a little bit, nothing too crazy. I don't have her exact lip shade, so I'm gonna mix and match today. First, I'm going in with Ever Bilena Matte Nudes in Bellissima. That will be the first layer. But I'm gonna top that with Ever Belena's Vogue Diva. It's quite a dark red shade. However, it's not that dark, so we'll lighten it up a bit with this red shade. And voila! Here's your Liza Soberano red lip combo. I'm just gonna fix my hair and then change this shirt right here, and I'll be right back. Guys, this is the end of our tutorial, and here is the final makeup look. I hope that I gave justice to Liza Soberano's look. She's such a beautiful woman. I believe she was the 2017's most beautiful woman in the world, if I'm not mistaken, but I'm sure I'm correct. So it's quite a challenge for me to recreate her look. Dress in the ball, love her makeup look, love her style, and love her bangs as well. So I tried to duplicate it as close to hers as possible. So this is the end of our makeup tutorial. I hope that you enjoyed this makeup tutorial, and I hope that I really did bring some justice into her makeup look, because Liza Soberano is Liza Soberano. She's beautiful, gorgeous, one of a kind. She's a goddess, and she's one of my girl crushes actually. So yeah, I hope that you liked this video. If you did, then click the thumbs up button. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Comment down below on anything that you want to say to me. And make sure to stay tuned for the next videos. And there will be more uploads, especially this series. This week will be full of ABSCBN ball makeup recreations. And before I let you go, I just want to say to forget your problems once in a while. Let go of your worries, allow yourself to relax for a bit, and then things will go on as smoothly as before. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope I'll see you on my next video. Bye bye!